Good morning, and it is morning. Still got my lights on. Rig's all ready to go. We're going to be going to do a roof today. First thing this morning, 7 o'clock arrival. And Ameritech is your go-to place for any pressure washing needs down here in Florida, and I'm sure up north as well. It's been hot, so hydration station. There's a bunch of waters under that ice, a couple Powerades. Stay hydrated, man. Heat exhaustion is no fun. Go to the hospital, get an IV bag, get monitored for 24 hours. Nobody needs that, right? All right, like I said, today we're gonna be doing a roof this morning. A couple little doodads around the guy's pool cage as a favor, and then we'll be doing another house wash after that. All right, so let's get after it. Y'all have a good day and enjoy the video. Hey, good morning. Don here. We're at the job. Got the soft wash hooked up. All we gotta do is prime it. Got the blue hose going back to the back porch because he wants me to wash off the back porch. No problem at all. But look how dirty that roof is. Very black in areas over here on the side. So this won't take long to do. Let's go ahead and get after the porch first. Just a little rinse, a little SH and a little rinse off. Then we'll unhook the injector after we're done flushing the lines. Take the injector off, and then we're gonna wet down the perimeter of the house before we get started on the roof. The wind's gonna start picking up, so we better get moving. All right, let's get after it. Okay, let's talk about the Zeta 40P. Now this has a loop system. It runs right through the valve into there. The water's coming into there, actually coming around this way. So when you do this, you're rinsing out the whole entire system. This goes into the buffer tank, and there's like a moonshiner spill. 15 feet of hose coiled up in there. Keep the water cooled down before it comes back into the machine. Alright? Alright, now to prime the chlorine, turn this off. Turn the water all the way off. Turn the SH all the way up. Turn this on. You're going to start getting SH out of here. Here it comes. Now you're primed. Turn the water up a little bit. Then come back here and get the thing primed up. Alright? First you got to turn everything on. Open up the hose. Now we're going to go ahead and prime it up. Let me change to the soap tip. There, as soon as this stuff starts coming out of here, we'll be able to hit this roof from standing on the ground. I got a mark on there and it's already sucking it down, so we're good. I'm coming out of here in just a second. There it is, we're ready to go. Alright, here's the roof. Turn your machine up. Alright, now you see how dirty that is right there? Be able to hit this right from here. We'll have to get the tall reach tip probably. Yes, we are. Let's just go ahead and get that in the works. We'll get this roof cleaned up, all right? We'll be right back. Can't wash roofs and hold it. All right, we're done with this roof, just about 75%. Up here. gonna wrap up this roof. It only took about 20 minutes. One little spot up there. All right, now all we gotta do is get some fresh water and rinse all this stuff off all around the whole house, all right? We'll be back. Now take a look at that roof. Doesn't it look pretty? Woohoo! Perfect. Another job well done by Super Blast. Get yourself a 40p Zeta. Works wonderful. Okay, when you're done, rinsing is the most important. So, turn the water all the way up, turn the chlorine all the way off. Now this is going to rinse the machine and the lines out. See all that stuff there? Feels nice and dry. We'll rinse it out again. What I mean by dry is it's not slippery. If it's slippery, it still has SH in it, alright? So always rinse it out. That's that part. Okay, then you shut the machine down and you're going to want to rinse this line out here. So you unhook and then you turn it back on. Now that's as slippery as the day is long. You don't want that. You want it to run as long as possible to rinse that out. So I'm going to let it run the whole time I'm standing here. Doing the rest of the rinsing of the chlorine off the yard and get everything rinsed off the house-wise, and everything's going to be perfect, all right? Always rinse. We'll be back. All right, here we are, job number 2. I already got most of the driveway done. See how I post-treated it? See this stuff right here? This stuff right here is going to have to be treated with the pump up the end of the job. We'll let this water sit here. I don't know what it's going to do. It's supposed to drain, but doesn't look like it's going to do much of that. We'll have to wash jet tip some of it up the hill there, and we'll see what's happening over here. But we got to pull the van up. See how it's black underneath there? We'll be pulling the van up to get the rest of the driveway done. Now we're going to go ahead and get the house that I got behind here. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and get after this house. We're going to start right here on the corner. See all that algae along that edge right there. And we're going to go all the way around that way. We'll rinse all the way back. Head down that way. Actually, I ought to head down that way first. If I can do that, let's get the mini Mondu out of the way, and then rinse my way back this way so I can reel back in. All right, gotta have a brain about me. All right, let's get after it. All right, let's have a look. Look how nice and white the ceiling is. All the algae's gone. There was algae all on that black edge right there, brown trim. Now we're going to come around the back and get this corner and get all this cement back here real quick. Won't take long, a couple minutes, and get the whole back of the house. All right, let's get after it, shall we? Okay, some more helpful tips. A lot of guys will do a driveway or a patio and they see this black stuff and if you're a beginner, you don't know what to do. I suggest get a pump up sprayer, a Chapin, one of the best, and put straight SH in there, okay? I'm gonna give you a demonstration on why you don't want to ever leave anything looking like this, all right? We'll be right back. All right, you see these spots down here? Watch how fast they disappear. Now these are pretty dark, so it's going to take a couple coats of this. But by the time I come around to hit it again, most of it should be gone. All right, look, boom, all that stuff is gone, and I'm a hero. Know what I'm saying? Always be a hero. All right, now we got to rinse from this side all the way around the front, go down that little side over there, move the van, finish the driveway off, rinse it, and we're done with it. All right, let's get after it. There you have it. The house is all nice and clean. Windows are clean. Everything looks great. Now, got the van moved out of the way. Now we're going to get the rest of this. I'm hoping it's going to rinse right on down out here. All right? Let's get after it. All right, that's going to be a wrap. Check that driveway out. Came out beautiful. House came out nice. Customer is very, very happy. And the ticket got doubled with a tip. You believe that? Very, very, very nice. Very, very nice. But I have really nice friends, so that kind of goes a long way. All right, I'm Don from Super Blast, and we'll see you tomorrow. Remember, get after it.